Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Now this may look like an ordinary PlayStation 3 box aside from the massive fan hole in the front, but I've actually made a few modifications and turned this into a portable budget gaming PC. So let's have a look. Okay, so first of all let me show you a few modifications we've made to the outside. So unlike a lot of PCs that are built in cardboard boxes, I've actually included a little USB unit along with a headphone and microphone jack, a little flap that pulls down to reveal the graphics card that we've got in there, and I've also installed the motherboard along with the I/O backplate. That I've also left the flap on just in case you want to disassemble it and close it all back up to use as a somewhat ordinary cardboard box again. Here we've also cut out another little hole which almost went wrong and installed the power supply so that the fan can get some air and we can plug the power cable in here. So let's open it up. So it opens up like the PlayStation 3 box always has done, except we've had to make two cuts along here so that we can lift this like so. Originally these flaps would just open here, but we've created a little bit of a stand. What you do is you open these like so, hook them behind the handle, fold the lid over like this, and you can balance it on these two little cardboard inserts like that, so that the fan provides air to all the components. So let's open this back up again, and as you can see inside here, we've run the fan from the motherboard to the top flap here. We've also cut a little bit of cardboard to balance this on, as obviously we can't use glue or screws with cardboard. And we've also run a little power cable from the motherboard and out through the top here. Inside we have the Core 2 Quad Q6600, the 1050 graphics card from MSI, and a standard 250GB SATA hard drive along with a 300 watt power supply. Now what I've done here is stood the hard drive on another cardboard box but cut a little hole in the bottom here so that we can hide away all those cables. If we come back round the side here, you'll see that the little USB unit here along with the headphone jacks and USB runs from the outside and to the slot on the motherboard here, and it's neatly tucked away in the corner. As for the graphics card, this was a bit of a pain to install, but again we've cut a little hole in the side here. Overall this whole thing is actually more sturdy than I first anticipated, and to give it a little bit of a portability test I took it for a quick ride in the car. To test how well this thing holds up over one of the bumpiest roads in England. Now I'm talking about my hometown, which probably like everywhere else in England actually is full of potholes. We're just heading down onto a road with speed bumps. There we go, in the road, and this thing is holding up pretty well. Nothing has fallen apart, well, as of looking outside the box anyway. So to hold everything in place here, we've just used cable or zip ties to sort of stick everything down. As you can see, the hard drive's on the cardboard with a couple of zip ties, and then they go through the back of the box here along with the power supply, which surprisingly do a pretty good job of keeping it sturdy. So I want to talk a little bit more about the USB unit here. Now the reason I installed this is so that you can actually plug a keyboard and mouse into this thing, as well as your headphones or a microphone, although it might look a little bit odd that you've got your headphones plugged into a PlayStation 3 box. Now I'm going to show you how you can fold it up and simply take it with you on your travels. It closes back up like this, these two flaps here, fold this up, lid comes over like so, flip that up, tuck this flap in here, close that up, and there we have it. Okay, so let's see if this thing turns on. It's on. Now as you can see, we've got a blue LED fan here, and the system boots up into Windows 7 just fine. So let's run some benchmarks. So as you saw from the benchmarks there, this system performs pretty well. In terms of actual temperature, this thing stays pretty cool thanks to the massive fan on the front. The CPU temperature is similar to if you had it in a normal case, but I will admit that the motherboard does get a little bit hotter than usual, but it's nothing too worrying. So this was actually fairly easy to build, but unfortunately I didn't film the process as I went along because I was sort of just making it up along the way. I will, however, include some photos at the end in a slideshow format so that you can take a look at how this thing was done. So there we have it. I hope you enjoyed this video that was a little bit different. Don't forget to like or dislike, of course. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And now I'm off.